Hello and welcome back to Arcanum. After that last episode with Virgil's bullshit, I needed to take a little break, so I had some chocolate, did a little browsing on my phone, because I wanted to check on who the voice actress was for the I forgot her name, the Dark Elf possible party member. And it is that character is voiced by Felice Sampler, who is not a name I am familiar with, but looking at her work history, she's got like literally hundreds of anime and JRPGs under her belt. Usually not as like super major characters, but like there's probably 30 different things in that list that I've heard her in. So, I was not crazy. So yeah, there's an interesting tidbit. I've put some other notes to those ends in the descriptions of some of these videos, but I don't even know if those get seen anymore. Seems like the kind of thing most people ignore. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to go over the Panari Temple and see if we can work something out. And if we can't work something out, we're going to blast our way through one way or another. What can you tell me about Aranax? I don't know, man. Tell me to go ask the Panari is a weird thing to say when you're the one dressed in like robes and shit. Okay. Oh boy, the lag. Take this and that, and the sword, and this root. You can take these. Gonna put that on. Just strip down to my skivvies in the middle of the temple. God made my butt. Why would he mind seeing my butt? Let's talk to Alexander. Oh man, this lag is... Whew. This is being recorded at 60 frames a second. Just, this whole game has been recorded at 60 frames a second, so just if anyone's wondering what this should look like, it should look like 60 frames a second. Hello, Alexander. Do you have time for a few questions? I don't even care. Who else could I speak to concerning Panari history? There are many scholars in the first temple of the Panari. The two most learned are Hadrian, the church archaeologist, and Gunther Wilhelm, the church historian. Both are well versed in Panari history and have detailed information concerning their specific disciplines. Where might I find them, Alexander? Each of them have offices just through the doors behind me. When we're finished speaking, I will open the doors for you. I have some questions about Aranax. Who was he? I'm not gonna bother reading through all of this. I'll click through all of it, just so maybe I can come back, or even you if you want to pause and read it, but like, kind of don't care. Actually, this might be important. What is the Void? Well, my friend, that is an area of some debate. Many say the Void is an actual place, a plane of existence where the evil pay for their transgressions for all of eternity. Others say that the void is merely a state of unbeing, not a physical place. What is known is that when someone is banished, they are no longer here, and they cannot come back. Has anyone else ever been banished? Yes, others have been banished. Just click through these. More questions about Aranax. Does it mean that different from death? Huh. What happens if I just if I tell him that? Is he gonna aggro or something? He arches his eyebrow. Oh, really? And how would you know that? Because I've spoken with someone who's done so. Who exactly has done so? What happens if I tell him? The sole survivor in the crash of the IFS Zephyr? Yes. Do you have an idea what that means? It's you. You're the living one. It's a miracle. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Out of proportion? This is an astronomical event. The return of Nazritan, the final battle, the end of all we know, and the new beginning. The most amazing... Fine, I'm the living one. Do as I say and shut up. Of course. He composes himself, just barely. Forgive my excitement, exalted one. We have waited for you for a long time. Let's keep this between us. Of course, but you must listen to me. We were warned by the High Priest to expect your arrival, and he told us to scorn you as an imposter. For some reason, he refuses to believe. Okay. I thought he was just going to aggro and kill us, especially with the description they originally gave for him, which is like, swole dude with a bunch of scars. I can understand his position. The whole thing is a bit odd. Alexander laughs. There are times when a lot of us find it difficult to follow the path chosen for us. In the end, does it really matter if you were or you weren't? You seem intent on discovering what has happened, and already you and Aranax have crossed paths. If you thwart his plan, you will have played the role of the living one. Is there any difference in the end? I suppose not. I just wish people would stop trying to kill me. I'm not worried. You've come this far. Regardless of what you think, I feel that fate has chosen a worthy champion. So how can I be of further service? Yes, what can I expect from people around here? You should be very careful about who you reveal yourself to. If you speak with Hadrian the archaeologist, you may not want to tell him. He's a great man of faith, but he's old. Belief in you will come slowly. Gunther Wilhelm is a brilliant man. I'm open to new ideas. I believe he will accept you immediately. Thank you. I will remember that. I live to serve. Yikes. Keep it to yourself, buddy. So... I need that strange glass device. That's the item I need. Should I talk to the other guy first? Let's talk to the other guy first. I'm talking to him through a door. Yes, son? Greetings, and who are you, sir? The thin man in front of you is very properly dressed. Instead of robes, he wears a finely made suit. A pair of thin gold spectacles lie across his nose. His features are delicate, but his eyes belie a strength of body and character, as well as harboring a fierce intelligence. He regards you intensely. You might. I am Wilhelm, Gunther Wilhelm. Pleasure, sir. What exactly do you do here? I'm the church historian. I have a variety of responsibilities here, from translations to document restoration. Oh God, I kind of don't care, man. Tell me of your work. What are you currently working on? Currently, I'm doing some research on older translations of the Arcanum. I've found some interesting discrepancies that I'm looking into. Discrepancies? What do you mean? There are a few differences in some of the passages that I've found in this earlier copy. I'll give you an example. The Arcanum we read today refers to our order as the Panari. The word Panari in the Old Tongue means light servant or follower. And in this older copying I'm studying, we are referred to as the Panres, which means defenders of the gate. Very odd. Anything else? Statue in the courtyard. Who is that? Statues of Saint Mannix were the elders of the church. Why was he made a saint? Saint Mannix was the only person reputedly to have ascended. That is, the spirit of Nazarene appeared and took his body directly from this plane to the existence to the next. You say repeatedly, Gunther. Do you not believe? Gunther smiles at you. There's no doubt in my mind that Mannix was a very holy man. My belief in an inconclusive set of circumstances did not invalidate that fact, regardless of how it might reflect on my own faith. You know what? I appreciate this guy for being, like, skeptical of, like, basically demanding empirical evidence for miraculous goings-on. Were there any eyewitnesses to the event? There were 2 eyewitnesses to the ascension of Mannix. One was an elf named Raindar, and the other, what was his name? Kaan Hua, I believe. Their accounts of the incident were almost exactly the same, and both were beautifully written. Didn't we meet Kaan Hua? I don't remember. They all sound the same to me. A few more questions about Mannix. Oh my god. I'm skipping through this. I'm not reading all this. I'm sorry. I have to draw a line somewhere. I am gonna skim it myself. Alexander is a direct descendant of Mannix. Remains of Nazarene. What do you know about them? Do you think they're authentic? I don't really know. Did church records say who discovered them? Kaan Hua. Wasn't that the person who witnessed the ascension? This is the same name. A few more questions about the remains. A little convenient. Very curious about this whole affair, my friend. What's your real interest in this? Yeah, fuck it. It's a long tale. Tell him. Gunther studies you a moment, telling me that you are the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr blimp crash. Yes. I was wondering when you were going to tell me. I've been looking for you for a long time, you know. The rumors abound, and we'd heard you might come calling. I'm very glad you've decided to put your trust in me. Thank you, Gunther. I really need to see those remains. Listen, my friend, not everyone here is sympathetic to your cause. Hadrian the archaeologist is the one who you need to speak with, but be very careful. He's an old and loyal friend, but belief in you will come slowly for him. Wait, didn't they say it the other way around? Didn't Alexander say it the other way around? Is this inconsistent, or is my brain not remembering it correctly, or is one of them lying? Subterfuge might be necessary. Huh. Well, let's talk to Hadrian. Who might you be? The man in front of you is a wizened old gnome with wildish gray hair and a beard 3 days grown. He looks up at you, grinning toothlessly. Call me Hadrian, acolyte of the Panari and the local expert on church archaeology. How may I help you today? Greetings, I'm Jeremiah Sanchez. May I speak with you for a moment? Talk about your work. Tell me about some of the objects. What is that, a skeleton's finger? Finger of St. Mannix. Why is that here? Cut off his own hand, his own finger. More about the objects. It's the black gem. Beautiful stone. No, I mean, it's really the Eye of Karatur. When the council was banishing him, he put up quite a struggle. Let's hear about the glass device. Sure is pretty. We don't know what it is. Sure is pretty, though. A few more general questions. So that glass device is what I need, and he doesn't know what the fuck it is. He's just putting it in a locked case. Remains of Nazardin. Where are they? Beneath the temple. Have you seen them? No, and I'd do anything to see those old bones of his. There's so many questions I could answer if only I could have a look at them. When he died, how he died, I want to know if his skeletal structure is the same as common elves or his prolonged use of powerful magics changed him somehow. So many questions. And I've never been able to see them. Why, Hadrian? You're the church archaeologist. Surely you... Yes, you'd think so, wouldn't you, young man? He raises from his seat, gesticulating to and fro. I mean, when the elders need someone to go digging in the dank caverns of the Bangalian deeps, who do they call upon? Or if some poor fool comes across a tomb seal with a Gorgothian blood curse, ring the bell for old Hadrian. Well, why won't they let you see the remains, Hadrian? I have no idea. He throws his hands in the air, upending a stack of papers that looks to be, and what looks to be a cup of dark ale. They speak of desecration and sacrilege. I mean, the man is dead. D-E-A-D. I respect and cherish Najruddin and what he taught us more than anyone, but I hardly think he'd be upset if I chipped a piece of bone from his earthly shell. I see your point. I myself would love to take a look at them. Really? Are you a fellow archaeologist, my friend? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. No, but it's a long story. The living one, you, he pulls back, crossing his arms. I think that's in very poor taste. Do you have any idea what it is that you're proposing? Yes, I know it's hard to believe, but... You know, we were told to watch out for someone like you. The high priest said that you're lucky I don't have thrown you in chains right now. Wait, Hadrian, this is important. I need your help. Look, please just leave. I couldn't help you see the remains in any case. If I've never seen them, they're certainly not going to let you. Wait, yes? Listen, I don't know what to think anymore. I'm an old man and very set in my beliefs. It's much easier for me to think that you're a charlatan than to face the alternative. I understand, Hadrian, and I'm sorry. If the remains are what you seek, he takes a deep breath, looking around. His voice lowers. You may want to wander around the local sewers. You mean like I did 30 episodes ago? You never know what you'll find down there. Perhaps you could bring back whatever it is you come across. Perhaps you could bring it back for me to look at. Well, could have had this all done ages ago, but a bunch of idiots had to muck it up for me. This is all unlocked? Is this unlocked? And this is unlocked. Well, let's go take a peek inside it. Just priest robes. Okay. Well, let's go take a little peeky-poo in the sewers. What the fuck did I just say? I'm losing my mind. This game is doing something to me, I tell ya. Just getting frustrated because it's so circuitous. And like, I'm finally hitting the breaking point of I can't deal with all of this text and other garbage. Wait a minute. Which one is that? No. Healing. Gotta lean over my chair. For some reason that was really low and only in my left ear. Weird. Oh, that's right. I still have to do this part of it again. Okay. Well. Let's see if we can't get this done pretty quickly. I'd like to believe this shouldn't be too difficult, but... Now I can't switch out of real-time mode. That's unfortunate. So this is the door I need to get through, right? A word is the key that opens this door. Okay, let me just look up what to do. Otherwise, I'll just fight my way through it again if it's a pain in the dick. Because at this point, I just don't know what else to expect from this game. Hadrian told you the password, which he did not. Well, thanks, asshole. You told me where to look, but didn't tell me the password? Guess I wasn't convincing enough. Too quick on the draw. I mean, I could go back up and ask him, or, well, I could redo that and try and get him to agree to give me the password, but fuck it. Oh, this slowdown. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. Fuck it. Everybody just go ham. No, dog died. I'll just have to resurrect him, I guess. Well, Agnes went down too. Can't even tell where anyone is. Go dog. Go my sweet baby pup. Okay. Oh, Lord. This slowdown. I just want to get out of here. So much fun. So much fun. Maybe I should have reloaded. Jesus, guys. Someone get the smelling salts, why don't you? This whole fatigue system is fucking miserable to use. Especially with the stun locking thing I exhibited earlier. Alright. Get through this damn door. And then save again at the top. Happy 500 saves. Give me that. I wonder if I can rebuke him for not warning me. Hello, folks. Don't mind me. Totally authorized to be here. What's up, dude? Spare a few minutes. Returned from the crypt. And you found it. What did you see there? Brought back the skull for you to look at. Hadrian's manner towards you is detached, but he can't help reveling in he can't help revealing an obvious excitement over the skull. I suppose I'll take a look. Let's see here. What's this? What's wrong, Hadrian? This skull. You say this is the very skull from the sarcophagus in the burial chamber? Are you sure? Yes, I'm positive. Whatever is the matter? This skull, it's not elven, it's human. It's a human skull. This is impossible. Hadrian slowly shakes his head, lost in thought. There were some other strange things about what I saw. Well, what did you see? I noticed that the skeleton was missing his right finger. His right finger? Hadrian's face goes pale. You know what that means. Oh no, it couldn't be. What, Hadrian? What are you talking about? One of the objects I have here is the finger of Mannix. There is a legend associated with it. It was never known if the finger was actually that of the great saint. It would seem that it might very well be. Are you saying that the body in the sarcophagus is Mannix? I don't know. Good God. Hadrian looks dully out the window. You want to try that again, dialogue? The window? You could have put a window in, but you didn't. He's obviously in shock. Why? Why would they have buried him in the tomb of Nasruddin? He trails off. Hadrian, what are we going to do? I have no idea. This discovery, I'm speechless. He steadies himself against his desk. 2,000 years, and no one even bothered to check. What fools have we been? He straightens himself. Listen, my friend, I recommend you go and speak with Gunther about this. Find out what the message says, and can be of no further use. He gazes beyond you, lost in thought. I'll get to the bottom of this, Hadrian, I promise. Hadrian laughs bitterly. Perhaps this was a stone better left unturned, my friend. It's not every day that one is faced with the negation of his belief. He lowers his head. So very sorry, Hadrian. I take my leave. Really? That's enough to ruin your belief? Is to find out that the corpse is wrong? Hold on. Can I ask you about that thing? I guess not. I wonder when I'll be able to get that. Alright, Gunther. Have you a moment? Discovered something about the remains of Nasruddin. Found something, but I don't know what it means. Interesting. It seems that the proverbial wool has been pulled over our eyes. But for what reason? I suppose it could be that the early church elders believed that an ascension story might strengthen people's beliefs. But at the cost of another man's life? I find that very difficult to believe. But I found something I believe may confirm that those remains are false. I mean, I already confirmed that, but what'd you find? Remember I told you I was working on those older translations? I found another passage from it that is inconsistent with the Arcanum we read today. Have you heard the passage where it talks about the final resting place of Nasruddin? No, I've never heard it. Well, today's Arcanum reads, Nasruddin traveled to the southernmost tip of the land, and there he laid himself to rest. The copy I've been translating says almost the exact same thing, except for one slight difference. It reads, Nasruddin crossed the waters and traveled to the southernmost tip of the land. What are you saying, Gunther? I'm saying that I don't think Nasruddin was buried here in Caledon. We have always just assumed that the scriptures were speaking of the mainland. And of course, when the remains were found, no one ever bothered to look again. So where are his remains? The southernmost tip of any land in Arcanum is the Isle of Thanatos. To the south of here, I think that is where you next should go. I might ask you a favor. If you have the time before you leave, perhaps you could uncover the truth behind St. Mannix? There are men here who would be interested in finding the responsible party. I may do that, but why do you think they did all of this? I don't know, my friend. Perhaps there is something about the actual remains of Nasruddin which they are afraid of. You should seek out his final resting place, and there I think you will find your answers. I will, Gunther. Thank you and good day. Good luck to you. Well. Circuitous, yes. Somewhat interesting. Debatable. It's something. It's something. I gave him the skull. So, dude, well, I guess I gotta find out what's going on with Mannix. And or swipe this out of his... Hold on, can I get at that now? I still can't get there. Why is there a chest wedged in the wall like that? Is there some sort of secret passage that I don't know about? Hold on. Maybe I can see its contents with a spell. Had it for a second. Cannot see the target. I guess there must be, either that's a glitch or there must be some secret way to get in there. Okay. Next time on Arcanum, we'll follow up about this whole Mannix thing. find out why the Panari Temple has been infiltrated by the Dark Elves and Aronnax worshippers and all that shit. Find out who's really causing the problems here. Thank you guys, as always, for hanging out, watching Arcanum, for better or for worse. And I'll see you guys next time.